Candidates for State Senator, District 26. J. Chin. Party, Republican. Campaign funding, traditional. Website, no website submitted. My parents, brother, and sister all escaped from South Korea in 1978. The former South Korean government tried for many years to see us returned and face the death penalty. That corrupt government finally gave up, and I went from an asylum seeker to a permanent resident, and later, a U.S. citizen. I know what freedom means, and the hope and opportunity it can give anybody willing to work. As I became accustomed to the United States, I worked hard and graduated from college. Then I met my wife and was blessed with 2 boys. Now grown, one works here in the Valley, and one is serving in the U.S. Army. I stand for freedom, liberty, and justice. These are not just casual words, but a belief that the American way is the best way in the entire world. For 20 years, I have lived in Arizona. I built a business, raised a family, and worked in the community. I want to represent you, to ensure that this way of life, the life that has been so good to me, is available to my children and my grandchildren. Juan Mendez. Party, Democratic. Campaign funding, participating. Website, mendezforarizona.com. As your senator, I am running for re-election to end the political and economic inequalities that push many Arizonans to work too hard to provide a better future for our families. For 8 years as your public servant in the Arizona legislature, I have fought to restore integrity and accountability in state government. Having grown up in poverty with a single mother, I know firsthand that individual success coincides with shared investment in education, infrastructure, health, economic stability, housing, and safety. These systems are especially crucial in times of crisis, as demonstrated by the COVID-19 pandemic. We are at a critical moment. Arizona is on the verge of becoming a majority-minority state. And yet, our Latino youth continue to fall behind at devastatingly high rates. By not addressing the educational achievement gap, we are facing one of the gravest threats to our future. As the chair of the Latino Caucus for 4 years, I have worked to tackle this head on. However, the number one barrier to progress for all is the influence of big money in elections. That's why I am running with Representative Athena Salman and Melody Hernandez as your Millennial Clean Elections team. Please vote for all 3.
Candidates for State Representatives, District 26. Melody Hernandez. Party, Democratic. Campaign funding, traditional. Website, mendezforarizona.com. As your senator, I am running for re-election to end the political and economic inequalities that push many Arizonans to work too hard to provide a better future for our families. For 8 years, as your public servant in the Arizona legislature, I have fought to restore integrity and accountability in state government. Having grown up in poverty with a single mother, I know firsthand that individual success coincides with shared investment in education, infrastructure, health, economic stability, housing, and safety. These systems are especially crucial in times of crisis, as demonstrated by the COVID-19 pandemic. We are at a critical moment. Arizona is on the verge of becoming a majority-minority state. And yet, our Latino youth continue to fall behind at devastatingly high rates. Campaign funding, participating. Website, melodyforarizona.com. I am a 911 paramedic who has been on the front lines of the COVID-19 crisis. 5 years ago, when I began working in emergency medical services, I knew the risks I would face, but never did I imagine that I'd be witness to a rapidly crumbling and overexerted healthcare system, where too many lives would be lost needlessly, and where our governor would openly portray us as expendable. In addition to being a first responder, I have served as a union shop steward, grassroots organizer, campaign manager, and the first Latina chair of the District 26 Democrats. The ideas that compelled me to run have only grown more important in this tumultuous time. More than ever, we must ensure everyone has equal access to health care. We must expand the rights of workers. We must strengthen our education system. And we must defend our democracy. I am running alongside Representative Athena Salman and Senator Juan Mendez as a part of your Clean Elections team, because we know sweeping changes must occur for all of us to succeed. District 26 is the last district to elect 3 clean legislators to the state capitol. We ask that you vote for all 3.
Bill Lowridge. Party, Republican. Campaign funding, traditional. Website, bill4az.com. The Lowridge family has been in Tempe since 1933. Bill retired as a senior special agent for the U.S. Customs Service after 35 years in law enforcement. After retirement, he has operated a PI process serving and security guard service. Active in the community, Bill is currently president of the Tempe Sunrise Kiwanis and the Walker Fire Protection Association near Prescott, AZ. A wage earner all his life and part of a large, active family, he believes a strong family is important. Freedom from governmental restrictions allows success and a strong culture. There is a place for regulation, but they should be aimed to allow growth. Government restrictions have made keeping a nuclear family together difficult, and at the same time made access to help so restrictive that many people just give up and sometimes even end up on the street. Bill's platform is independent living and security for seniors and children. We need to know our children and seniors are safe and secure in their life and possessions. We need government to shore up partnerships with private organizations to provide food, shelter, and safety for those that need it.
Athena Salman. Party, Democratic. Campaign funding, participating. Website salmanforarizona.com. It has been an honor to serve as your state representative and House Democratic Whip. I was born and raised in Arizona to a first-generation American family from Mexico, Germany, and Palestine, and graduated magna cum laude from Arizona State University with degrees in economics and political science. My deep appreciation for our constitutional rights and cultural diversity inspired a lifetime of defending our most vulnerable people, including forcing the prisons to supply feminine hygiene products to women behind bars. Standing strong with educators during #RedForEd, as an alumna of our public schools, and now fighting for the health, safety, and lives of frontline workers and our communities during the tragic COVID-19 pandemic. My advocacy resulted in the Arizona Republic including me in their top 10 newsmakers in 2019, and the City of Tempe's MLK Diversity Award. I am running for re-election as a publicly funded clean elections candidate through direct support from voters like you. As the ranking member on the Elections Committee, I've seen our democracy attacked by traditional politicians backed by outside dirty money. I am honored to run alongside Senator Juan Mendez and Melody Hernandez as your Millennial Clean Elections team. Please vote for all three.
Seth Marcus Cifuentes. Party, Republican. Campaign funding, participating. Website, marcus4az.com. My name is Marcus Cifuentes, and I am a clean elections candidate for the Arizona House of Representatives in Legislative District 26. I am a husband, a father to 4 daughters, a U.S. Navy veteran, and a field engineer in the semiconductor industry. I am running for office to protect working people and the economy, strengthen the trust and respect between citizens and law enforcement, and to protect the family unit and the values that we hold dear. I have never been a politician, but I am stepping into the world of politics now because we all know how critical this election is to the future of our state and our nation as a whole. I ask for your vote in November, and in exchange, I offer you a representative who will always listen to the needs of his constituents. I will always work my hardest to defend small business and the American worker at the state capitol. Together, we can keep Arizona a great place to live and work for us and for future generations. Continued service, Marcus Cifuentes.